Hello everyone and welcome to my video. In this video, I'm gonna tell you how to be a Convert Saint in the new White Star Airship instance. Convert Saint has become one of the most important jobs needed for this instance. This job will be good for anyone that wants to play as support. First, I'll talk about the skills needed to play this job. I will then talk about the attributes, ACs and runes, equips, and finally show you the mechanics and what to do during airship. Let's begin! So first off, for the skills, I put the point like this. Make sure Magnus Exorcismus is left at level 9 because that's the most optimal choice. The skill takes effect 7 times instead of 6 times like at level 8. You don't need to max it because you're not there for damage, you're just converting. Put the rest of the points like so. After putting in all these skills, you should have 6 points left over. You can put those 6 points wherever you want, but for me, I just leave it be. On my attributes, I make sure I max out my vid for survivability. Max out your Agi 2 for attack speed. For the rest of the points, I put it on int. For Aesir Monument, maxing it all is the best choice of course. If you don't have enough, focus on getting Faith Prey runes and Suffragam runes since those skills are definitely needed in airship. Now onto the runes. One of the runes that you need is Faith Prey rune. You need the third line to make your life easier because otherwise you'll be faith praying but you won't be able to move. Another rune you need is Divine Grace Cross rune. Both lines are important but aim for higher second line for faster ME cast. Dark Rifle is also an important rune as it gives chance to convert monsters to dark elements. This is important right now because most DPS are Ronin, which uses fire damage, and they deal more damage if the monsters are converted to dark elements. I also use Light Detoxification rune to give myself poison resist. For Arcane rune, I recommend using Thorn rune, which gives chance to cause physical and magical attack to the attacker when you're attacked by them. I also recommend using Spirit rune, especially when there is Seed in the lineup, because you can recover SP every 5 seconds, which helps a little bit in my opinion. If you don't have Arcane runes, don't worry. I personally don't think they're necessary for airship as long as you got the main runes and equipment. So here are my equipments. Ideally, your weapon should be plus 15 synth hammer, which I don't have yet. Plus 15 is ideal because at plus 15, you can make enemies receive 100% more damage. For my weapon, my friends recommend using Soft card, Mutant Dragon Star card, or Owl Baron Star card. For headgear, what I use is Skyfall Pouring or Pouring Sleeping Hat. Both of these are good for survival. You can use any HP cards or resist cards here. Face and mouth are used for the burning effect, which helps kill the monsters faster too. I wear Faith Will, Panel Guardian, and Sins of the Living for faster cooldowns when using ME. For the left side of the equips, I wear RGOP card to have 100% poison resist. Don't use Chimera Star card though because there is a chance to poison enemy, which will invalidate the burning effect on your face and mouth. The other cards in the left side is just for survivability. You can use Ferris card for shoes, Scarecrow Star card for accessory, and simply use Jack card instead of the starred version in the garment if you don't have the cards I do to help boost your HP. Here are my shadow equips. They all help with survivability. If you haven't fully built your main equips, I would recommend focusing on your main equips before you build shadow equips. All your equips will be useless though unless you know the mechanics. In the airship, your auto skills should be Auto Attack, PFE, Hammer of Blessing. The skills you start off with when you first play Convert is PFE and Auto Attack. Once you're more confident in it, you can start casting ME for additional Convert chances or Oratio or even Pain Release for additional damage received by the monsters. Aspir to your DPS is good too if they ask for it. Song or Kairi would also be useful to help your party mates survive. If you see your health depleting, use Boulder's Aria to give yourself a second life. Now that you know the skill rotation, let's take a look at what to do in the airship itself. When the wave begins, start attacking the MVP first. Depending on your Dark Rifle rune, the MVP will be converted into Dark Element once in a while. Once the MVP is down, you can hit any mobs to help convert them too. The first two waves generally would be at the front of the ship. Your job is to convert and stay alive. Use potions or Boulder's Aria if you're dying too fast. Remember to use other skills in the rotation to support your party too. After the second wave, most of the parties I see would run to the back of the ship to avoid the Fire Elf's attack while hitting MVP at the top. Once the third wave's MVPs are done, you can run to the front of the ship again to finish off the rest of the mobs. And that's it. I would say Saints is pretty easy to play in Airship. The only issue is the need for a plus 15 synth weapon, which is really hard to come by. However, even without it, I could clear it with my plus 10 and synth weapon before. It really depends on the affix, your party mates, and all of your patience. So that's it for my Convert Saint guide for Airship. Hope it was useful for you. Leave a like if it was, and thank you for watching.